Not all compassion wears a face. Some of it stands quietly, rooted in the soil, offering shade to strangers and fruit to the hungry. Trees are not just passive ornaments. They are sentient companions, patient, generous, and profoundly alive. In a world of steel towers and virtual clouds, the ancient arms of trees reach out, reminding us of something eternal. Not just oxygen or beauty, but the essence of unconditional giving. A single mature tree can provide enough oxygen for 2 people each day, and yet it never asks for thanks. Beneath their canopies, cities breathe easier, hearts slow down, and children play. Forests are the gentle breath of life itself. When we inhale deeply under a tree, something within us calms, not just because of science, but because the soul recognizes a presence it trusts. It's common to praise trees for absorbing carbon and cleaning the air, and indeed they do, but that's just the surface. Trees don't just cleanse the air, they soften our minds. Have you ever wept quietly under a tree's shade, or sat beneath its branches during heartbreak? Trees don't interrupt, they listen. In their stillness, they absorb more than pollution. They absorb sorrow too. A tree is a silent therapist, rooted in compassion. Where trees flourish, the earth holds firm. Their roots cradle the soil, drink the rain, and weave networks beneath our feet that stabilize the land. Their presence attracts clouds, anchors aquifers, and prevents both flood and famine. When a tree falls, it is not just timber lost. It is a mother's arm withdrawn from a trembling child. A tree is not just a home for birds, it is a universe of life. Moths, monkeys, mushrooms, bees, squirrels, serpents. A single tree sustains hundreds of species, seen and unseen. And what does it ask in return? Nothing, not even an acknowledgement. To chop a tree without need is not simply deforestation. It is an eviction. It is erasure. In India's villages, the neem or banyan tree is often older than the homes that surround it. Children are named under it. Elders rest beside it. Disputes are settled in its shade. It witnesses generations. It gives without pride. It stands without fear. It grows without hurry. To sit beneath such a tree is to be in the presence of a wise elder, one who says nothing, yet teaches everything. Our scriptures never reduce trees to mere resources. They recognize them as venerable beings. Vṛkṣa Pūjā, the worship of trees, was never just symbolic, it was a heartfelt act. The peepal tree is linked to Lord Vishnu, the banyan symbolizes eternal life, and the tulsi plant is revered as a goddess. Circumambulating a tree, offering water to its roots, or gently touching its bark, these were not empty rituals, they were profound acknowledgments of divinity in living form. We don't just need more trees, we need a new relationship with them, rooted in gratitude and care. Plant with love, choose native trees, learn their stories, celebrate their birthdays like family. Protect what protects you, stand up for threatened forests, support urban green spaces, and speak for trees when they can't speak for themselves. Live lightly. Avoid products that cause deforestation, use paper sparingly, and say no to unnecessary timber and palm oil. Teach with reverence, help children form friendships with trees, let them name the tree they planted, and encourage them to talk to it. Restore sacred practices, revive Vṛkṣa Pūjā, offer water to trees daily, and make it an act of prayer, not just utility. A tree does not preach, it simply is. Giving, growing, sheltering, enduring. It reminds us of virtues we often forget: patience, humility, rootedness, compassion. When we revere trees not for their use but for their presence, something shifts inside us. We stop seeing them as scenery and start seeing them as sacred. As the Taittiriya Upanishad teaches, just as water poured at a tree's root nourishes the entire tree, when the needs of all beings are served with harmony, the divine is truly worshipped. Let us not wait for forests to vanish before we recognize their soul. Let every tree be seen not as a commodity, but as a companion in the dance of life. With love and reverence, Radhe Radhe.